Okay, brown chicken, brown cow. Let's get to work. We got we got mail, baby. Look at this mail. Where's the home button? There we go. Look at this. We get stuff from. I have no idea who this comes from. No idea. It's not even to me. It's just it's in there. Okay, we got that. We got something from. I don't know who that's from. It's from eBay. I wonder if I bought something. Here's one from Vern. We got. It's my. What's that? The phone bill? Okay, we can throw that out right now. It's probably paid for. What's this? More phone bill junk. Bye bye. Here's a big one. It's from Amazon. Did I order something from Amazon? I got in that case of toilet paper. This must be. Oh no, there it is. Okay, we got. Again, it's from Amazon. What the hell did I order from Amazon? Oh, I know what I ordered from Amazon. There's more. There's more to this. Oh, this goes in the big show. Okay. But wait, there's more. Let's see. You ready? All right, put this here. We got we've got one from Ida Herring. Look at that. Yeah, we'll give that priority because it says, oh Jesus, what's this one? Look, it says Fragile. It's Italian. All right. That's from Liston. That weighs like 15 pounds. What's in there? A bar of steel? And from Blues Coins. Okay, there, another big fat box. Look at this. Yeah, and they're not picking up my mail. That bothers me because I have trouble dropping off anything bigger than this. Uh, I'm going to get out there one day and just have some words with my mail. The mail. It's not a mailman anymore. It's an old woman. I guess that's why she doesn't get out of her car. Let's look at what do you want to see first? The Amazon stuff, the plain white envelope, the unknown. Let's look at the unknown. I like surprises. Okay, let's get a cutter up here. Okay, we can clean that desk off. I'm not ready. Who's in here? Bill Betts, Coin Dragon, Paula Bloom, Paula Bloom, Paula Bloom, Paula Bloom. Talkative today, ain't she? Linda Wallace. Okay, what do we got here? It's something from Amazon, and although I did order some things, and I remember what they are now, I don't know what this is. So let's see what the hell that is. It's a, okay. Oh, you see, they couldn't fit it all in one package. And you could fit all these in one package. Look at, it's the CFA, keep checking that change, field guide, huh? Pocket change worth more than face value by Chadwick Cernio. Bernio? Is that a printing error? Ah, there it is. I see it. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold it 1 second here. I gotta get the, let me see if the scope works. Does the scope work? Okay, there's my fingers. Let me turn the light on here. Can we see this? Yeah, there's a, there, look at this. Nobody else, I think, would have figured this out this quick. There's the CFA field guide. All right, we're gonna put these in the big show for a while, but let's look at that lettering real quick. Okay, and I gotta turn it sideways. Oh yeah, you get the buttons that'll work. Where the heck are the letters? It's a bit glossy. Okay, we'll turn, no, we'll go this way. We have doubling on the letters. Yeah, that's definitely clear doubling on the letters of the CFA field manual. Make no mistake about it there. We'll get a double Chad. What if that was planned? I'll have to ask him about that. Yeah. I wonder if it's doubled on the back. The back looks normal. Except it's got this guy on there. But otherwise it's normal. That's a, well, there's Mrs. CFA. There's Mr. CFA. There's the top of his head. I got a top of my head looks just like that. But look at that. We got doubling on the letters. I wonder if that was planned. Haha. Way to go. Where? Okay. There it is, the CFA field guide pocket change worth. Look at this. We gotta critique this right now. So that's what came from Amazon. Yeah, huh? Okay, what do you got here? What do you got? You got table of contents. Uh-huh. You got, here's a jar with some coins in it. Uh-huh. Star notes. Look at this. Look at the mug on this guy, huh? Okay. Fancy serial numbers. Uh-huh. You know, I'm not a currency collector. I'm a debit card user. I don't usually collect currency. Coins to watch for. There you go. Look, wheat pennies, more pennies, Indian pennies, funny pennies, all the little ones. This stuff, look at this, AM. He's talking about the wide and close AM for the 3 dates, 98 to 2000. Yeah, 98, 99, 2000. Buffalo nickels. Uh-huh. Jefferson nickels. Funny looking. Stop staring. Gets in a Roosevelt dimes here. Ah, this is a neat one. The flame. You'll see two styles of flame. One has these deep grooves in there. And that's what they're supposed to have on the proof coins back in 68, 69. But they came out with that design on the circulation strikes. And you find them a lot on 69, D, 70, and 70D. And they're good for a few bucks. It's the equivalent of a wham. It's the wrong design being used. There should be a flat, almost flat torch on those Roosevelts. And they're good for a few bucks. No fooling. Yeah. Quarters. There he is. Ooh, what's this one? This is not a penny at all. It's a blank page. Get it? I gotta get out more. It's a blank page. Yeah. Coin people would understand that one. All right. Clips and rotations and half dollars. Basics to know for beginner coin treasure hunters. Yeah. Oh yeah, it keeps on going. I won't give you the whole thing. Did you like the blank? If you liked the blank page joke, hit the thumbs up. If you thought it was really cheesy, hit the thumbs down. It don't matter to me. Okay, look at that. Let's open up this other Amazon package. I'm gonna have to wipe that down, get all the fingerprints off it, because I'm gonna know, was this a fluke or was this a plan? And I can't believe they could not get 5 in one package. What's this? Oh, GTFO. This is actually from CFA. Look at that. It's actually from CFA. What do you suppose is in there, huh? Another one. Look at this. We got a note that says, for the big show. Dude, I got plans already. Here we go. We got a doily, right? My grandmother used to knit them just like that. Oh, look. Okay. We got the glossy sticker. Now, if you're really excited, you can take your glossy sticker and peel it and put it on the cover of your CFA field manual. But what the hell's the point? Put it on your bumper, put it on your dog, wherever you like. You know, stick it up in the mirror when you shave or something. Maybe on the inside. You know, stick it on the inside of your vest. There. So we got 2 of those. There's something else here. It's big. That smells rather decent. Much better than mine smell. I got a 1968 proof set. Well, that's cocked. Let's bring that back over here. Ta-da! There we go. We got a 68 proof set, also from CFA. So we're going to be giving these away for a little while, I guess, huh? Because, wait for it. Oh, and we got to check that and see if we got, we do. Aha, we do. We have confirmation. It is, in fact, it is now a known variety. We've got doubling on the bottom of the page. Anything at the top of the page? Okay, this is the normal design, it looks like. But on the bottom, yeah, that's definitely doubling. Yep. I got to ask him if he planned that. Is CFA in here? Blankety blank page. It's a blank page. Blankety blank. Here's the other Amazon package. Okay, watch this. Oh man, we're lost. Where's my head? There it is. We'll go back over here home. The other Amazon package. You ready for this? Okay, one from Amazon, one from CFA, another from Amazon, another from Amazon, another from Amazon, another from Amazon. We've got a whole library of CFA, and it looks like every single one of them is showing the same doubling on the bottom margin here. Yeah, that's cool as hell right there. Ta-da! Okay, let's keep them nice. There, tune into the big show and you can win a CFA. Doesn't matter nothing about the coins. The treasure is here. The information is always more valuable than the coin. Right? You find the coin, great. But if you get the information, you can keep on finding coins. That's the magic. People don't get it. No, it's not the coin. Okay, what's this one? It's from, I don't know what this is. Did I buy something from somebody? I don't know. How do you get in? Let's cut her open and see what the hell we got here. Okay, it's that's one of them folding things. Okay, let's see what that is. Oh, I guess I did. Okay, we'll look at that separate. Throw it up here. Okay, well, I can't help myself. I got to open it up and see. You ever see these things and you gotta, oh, Jesus. What? You can't just tape some cardboard together? You do? Oh, okay. Well, it does protect them somewhat. Ooh. Oh, Frank, I picked up some Woody Canadians because you can get them for the right price quite often. And they're terrifically, oh, look at it. Look at it. Would you? Let me get that on a black background and pop it out of there. Ta-dum, ta-dum. Come out, please. It won't come out. Why won't you come out? All right, we'll tap it out. There. What does a Woody Canadian penny look like? This is a 1903. And she's a bit woody on that side. Now I'm going to rotate a little. And it's Woody is a sumbitch on this side. That's wood grain. Yeah, Frank's going to like this one. Let's look at that up close here. Thank you, Troy. Thank you so very much. We put all that towards the support for the channel. By God, we could use a whole lot of stuff. I need another monitor and a microphone. Where's the button I press? There. Okay. And that's in beautiful shape. I need where's a pointer? I need a pointer. There it is. Now, I like to point from the right side, so let me just switch that over. Okay. Where are you? Turn it that way. Oh, the camera's crooked. All right, what you got here? On these Canadian pennies, this is, who is that? Ed. Here's Eddie, number 7. I want to see these details in here, right? I want to see these lines complete all the way across, right? I want to see the inside little dot of this cross. I want to see this guy sharp and tight, and I want to see every one of these dots. All right, then you look at the beard, right up here, the tip of his mustache, right? Like if he was doing this, you ever see people that do that with their mustache? Stop. Okay, and look at the shoulder. This is a pretty darn good specimen dot, but look at the color on this. That's magnificent. Now, Woody, and this is a Woody. It's a problem with the alloy mix, right? You got a mix of tin, copper, and zinc on these Canadians too. Let me find that book. Where the hell is that? We may never find that book. There it is. It's over here in the pile of books. All right, let's see. Let's get back over here real quick. There's home, and this is a hack. What? I hit the mouse. There. I got to get a bigger desk. It's caked up. It's getting caked up with stuff. Okay, this is Haxby, and it's from 2003. But don't worry about that. It's the similar sort of thing. It's the equivalent in Canada of a red book. It's analogous to a red book. Look, you got information. Okay, what do we got here? We got a 1903. And it looks like this guy because it's Edward. Here's 1903. Okay, right there, 955. So 95.5% copper, 3% tin, 1.5% zinc, and it has a plain edge. There you go, 25.4 millimeters. It's freaking huge. Give me a quarter. I had a quarter here, I swear it. Give me, here's one. Here's a quarter. Now, you probably have an idea of how big a quarter is. There you go. So I got a U.S. quarter and a Canadian large cent. Yeah, they're big. All right, but let's look at the other side. What happens is this tin and zinc kind of doesn't quite blend right. And when they roll this thing out from an ingot to get the strip from which they're going to punch the coins, you get these wonderful colors. Where is the scope? There it is. Let's have a look at that. You get these beautiful, brilliant, high contrast colors going on. And they call it woody because it kind of looks like your kitchen table. Yeah, that's a handsome piece right there. So I saw it. I just had to have that. Yeah, I'm getting ready for a sale, so let's get some more things in there. And by gosh, these Canadians are terrifically collectible. What's a vintage on 1903? 4 million. That's it. 4 million. And you got to realize there aren't as many Canadian collectors, so there aren't that many that have been preserved in high grade. A lot of these large pennies have been lost to time, and a lot of them are just beat to shit. I mean, they're busted up, they're scraped up, scratched, worn out, screwed up, painted. You know, we got holes in it because they use them for fishing lures. It's tough to get good ones. What causes a woody is that mix. I think tin is the overwhelming factor in creating the woodies. But anything that has a blend of metals, anything that is an alloy would be potentially woody. Our nickels currently are an alloy. They would be subject to woodification, except that the mint seems to have their act together, so no, they're not really producing many woodies anymore. Yeah, well, that's a peach. I like that one. I don't know where the other two. I had a couple more come in earlier this week, but God only knows where they've gone. Okay, what's that? That's the CFA. We didn't look at that. The CFA proof set. Let's look at it. It's a 68. It's in the tab box. They got a couple of different styles of boxes used in the 68 proof sets. There we go. We got a 40% proof $half in there, and it is looking real sharp. Ta-da! There we go. It's hard to get good cameos before 76, so when you get these older proof sets, hunt them down for cameos. Be really picky. These look pretty darn splendid. A lot of times they'll be toned. They'll be irregularly toned, spotty, just because, you know, they're 40, 50. What are they, 50 plus years old? Good Lord. I'm older than this set. But after 50 years of maybe they weren't stored as well as you'd like, or they get some cracks in there from poor handling, or just covered with scuffs. These things take a pounding. Well, be picky when you pick up an old proof set. I don't see a thing wrong with that one. That's a real peach. That's from, oh, where'd that sticker go? I done lost the sticker. Why don't we just leave that up here? There. It's a CFA coaster. If you put your coffee on the CFA coaster, I'm going to come over there and I'm going to whoop you. You keep that nice. Okay, let's see. There's the proof set. Let's put that up. See, unsearched, searched. I get the same sort of thing with the floor. On the desk, unsearched. On the floor, searched. And probably valuable. Okay, let's get this out of the way. And I got one from EQBD. Oh gosh. EQBD. Let me get over here. I gotta open up a page up here real quick. One moment. Let me fix my glasses. Okay. I'm gonna type in Ida Herring. I'm gonna give you a link here real quick. Where are you? There you go. Getting over to the screen, we can see Ida Herring's channel. Now, Ida does pretty cool stuff, right? She made our shirts, she made our hats. I got a hat here. I got a pin on it too. There you go. I look better than anybody else in this hat, but you know, that's my own judgment. 315 subscribers. Huh. She makes quilts. She does embroidery. She does really creative stuff, and she also likes coins. This is her, and she made this incredible quilt. She made a couple of them now, and this went to auction over at Big T's channel. They raised almost $7,000. Once they took out the shipping, like $6,800 and change for the Susan G. Komen Cancer Foundation. Lordy. Well, what the heck? Get over there and subscribe and say hi and click on all our videos and leave comments and messages and stuff. Where's the link for that? I'm going to give you that. Copy and one moment. There's Ida's channel. Now we'll get back and open this package from Ida. Okay. I'm going to take the hat off because I get hat head. And I get really self-conscious. Here it is. Look at that. Now, how do you open your packages? You don't know what's in it. So do you just tear into it with a blade? Do you peel at it gently at the edges? Like if you know how these things are made, there's a little tab right here that goes down the side. Right? This is glued together. And then it's taped appropriately because do not trust the glue that the post office puts out. On this side is another little tab that comes down, and the back side is just a fold. All right. Well, we know there's stuff in there. We don't want to go through the cardboard because it's this thick, as you can see. And we like to be able to use the box because we got a lot of Big Show stuff, and I stack them up over here. So you can get in there and just start, you know, picking at it. But I find if you go, you know, within 1/8 of an inch of the edge, you're probably going to be close. And then don't cut too hard. You know, block if you're using a cutter. A lot of times they'll have a depth gauge, but set your depth so you're not screwing it up. And just go lightly, barely into that cardboard, right around the edge or close to the edge. There we go. Hopefully there's nothing like frogs or stuff like last time. Oh, look, it's a beard. Huh? Do you get these at Christmas time for Santa Claus? Look at this. What do we got here? Pull the thread, and the whole thing comes out. It'll probably unravel now, but for Christmas time, you get these. And right? They're good at Easter. Look at this. I could be like the guy at the hardware store with more hair in his ear than a lot of cats. Look, this is like the best stuff. When the black helicopters fly overhead, you can wave at them. Hey! Hopefully they don't start shooting. Okay, this is actually the padding that goes in your quilts, is what that is. That's pretty creative. I just use, you know, old shipping containers. Like the box here. I'll use that someday. Okay, let's see. Little snips of thread. Well, we got some chocolate candy. Yeah, I love chocolate candy. We got a whole bunch. Whoop, we lost it. It's all cool. Eddie, did you punch these all out at home? We got both parts. We got the little pennies with a cross punched out, and we have the cross that has been punched out. That's pretty slick. What's the date on these? Looks like 2019 D. 2014 D. Yeah, a little bit of everything in there. Okay, not quite counter stamped, but they've had a cross punched out of them. Kind of a neat thing. You see those. We got a roll of, oh, we got a roll of these. What do I do with this? I'll put it right here for now. We got a roll of these. I like copper, I got to tell you that. And we got a whole roll, of British large cents, British 1 pennies. There it is. What's that one? 1940? Wow, let me get this out of the way. And let's see what we got. Let's open those up. Ta-da! One more. There, these are like dinner plates. Seriously, where's that quarter gone? I had a quarter here. Here's another one. That's a quarter, U.S. There's a penny, British. This one is 1940, so they were in the beginnings of World War II, the Battle of Britain back then. Yeah, there he is, King George. Will you focus at least? King George VI. That's Lizzie's dad. Yeah. Wow, 40, 40. Lots of these. 40. Are they all 40? It appears to be all 40, but they're in pretty darn decent shape. Okay, on the back is Britannia. And she's been on the back of these pennies for 250 years anyway. Let's see if we can get a close-up on that. Okay. All right, I'm over the mouse. Where's the scope? There it is. See if it'll focus. I got a 2-center left over. That's been floating around here for a little while. Let's get that off right here. And we got the large penny. Oh, did I show you the quarter? Yeah, we showed the size here. So you got the date across the bottom. We'll have to look at these for varieties as well. Wow, you're on your own, guys. You're just going to have to inspect those for yourself. One. There's her hat. Athena. That's what it's taken from. Got a trident. So Athena plus Poseidon. 1 penny. I could probably zoom out a little. It'll get darker, but what the hell. There it is. And it turns out she's not in a wheelchair. No, I thought she was, special. It's a shield. That's what that is. Got the British cross. Those aren't spokes. It's the British flag there. There she is. Gosh, for the longest time, I thought she was handicapped. No, she's not. That's not a wheelchair. That's she's sitting on a rock and holding a shield beside her. Nobody tells me nothing. Okay, let's look at George. Where's your scope? Okay, got hair. Got a he had big ears. George did. And you got George 6. Dajabur Omna Rex Fid in the Imp. Okay, there it is. A lot of abbreviations because when you describe a king, you got to describe everything. So what do you got there? It's George V, by the grace of God, British Omna. I'm not sure what Omna means. Omni Rex FD, Fire Department, and Emperor of India. Yeah, so apparently he was in the fire department, George was. That probably goes back to the war, right? Here it is, the fire department. Imp is Emperor of India. Could be the Emperor of India. I'm not sure which. We'll have to look at that. Maybe he was also in the police department. I don't know, but he chased dinosaurs. And did a lot of, I think that might, he had like 17 names, George did. It was like George, Arthur, Brent, Peter, Windsor the Third, Mountbatten. Yeah, these are in pretty decent shape. Yeah. They go for a buck or two a piece. Earlier, they started increasing in value. Before World War I, these really started going up in value. It looks like these are all 40s. Wow, there's a neat one. We'll be putting these in the big show for weeks. For weeks and weeks. That was in pretty decent shape. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with these. You get a plain edge. Yep, ain't nothing wrong with those. Okay, let me get those stored away so we don't screw them up. These are from Ida Herring. Ready? Ready? Can we do it? We can just about do it. Save the quarter. Stop. Done. Look at that. It's like freaking magic. Watch this trick. Ready? Ready? Yeah, that's what I can do. The kids get fooled on that. Okay. I don't want to open these because I guarantee I will never get them back into the bag. Maybe we can sneak one out. Maybe we can just tease one out. This is dangerous for me. Man, it's stuck. Whoa. Man, okay. Everything's all right. I lost the mouse here. There, we got him. Aha. So there's a piece of skull shaped like a cross. That seems a little heavy. Oh, well, that's why it's a little heavy. Apparently, when they made these, they did a whole batch at once. Here, let's look at that under the scope here real quick. Watch this. All right. Look, right side up, upside down. We're okay with that. It doesn't really matter. You'd be okay. 2018D. And it's punched out. It's just a big hole in the middle of the penny. But I'm thinking that when they made these, they were punching out in stacks because these are stuck together. Looks like they were punching them out in stacks. Yaha. So this probably weighs more than the whole penny. There's 3 of them in here. There you go. Pull the handle. It'll punch right through them. Yeah, these are kind of a novel thing. Now, it is illegal to spend defaced money, and this is considered defaced. So you can't spend this, but you can punch them out all day long. You can give them away. You can sell them, but you can't spend them. Well, we're going to give them away with a big show. Is what we're going to do, because we got enough here to give them out for probably a year and a half. I don't know what the weight on that is. How do I tie this back up and not get screwed up? Here, let's do this. Here, I got the old bag number 34. We'll put it in there, because otherwise they're going to scatter. I'll be pulling out of the air vents for years. Spider webs will be hanging on the spider webs when the spiders go get them. There's a neat thing from Ida. We got more. Oh, we got a note. Let's read that. Reigning by the grace of God, defender of the faith, perpetuum aeternum omnibus. Mr. Ken, says Ida, and this is April 13. Look at her handwriting. Who writes like that? This has to be some kind of computer font. Hope you can use these things. Yeah, we can use these in the big show or some way to promote the coin community. Absolutely, we'll give this stuff away. By the way, I've been watching the coin class videos. Lust? What is that word? But I am still struggling with DDO and MD and die deterioration. Okay. Experience is going to be your guide with machine doubling, right? You may need to experience hundreds or perhaps thousands of them. It sometimes sticks. It can be tricky. Getting your head wrapped around die deterioration, it's tricky. Look at the way the coin is produced, right? Where you have 2 dies and you have a piece of metal in between, and you just make yourself a quick sandwich. Just slap them things together and out pops a penny. Can doubling on the die create what you see on the penny? Or could the die be worn down, and that wear, is that what you're seeing on the penny? Huh. But experience is going to be your guide, and it can take a while. Just stick with it. Watch other shows. Watch other people talk about MD. Watch them talk about machine doubling and die deterioration, because I may not be the best presenter for you. Everybody learns in a different way, and everybody teaches in a different way. So get around and see how other people try to explain machine doubling or die deterioration. And really the best way is just get another million pennies and go through them. That may be what it takes, is just rote, penny after penny after penny after penny. And if you find something you're not sure what it is, set it aside, right? Because you're going to know more in 6 months than you do now, and you may have a better understanding of machine doubling and die deterioration than you do now. So when you got, a giant bucket of pennies over there that you picked out and said, I better keep this one just in case, you can go back through them and say, okay, these are all MDs, and take them back to the bank. And there's like, a fortune all of a sudden. I made like $14 that way once. It was wonderful. Play-Doh. Yeah, play with the Play-Doh. Okay, and she says, you and Paula and the panel have been so helpful. Ida, we want to thank you for all you have done, right, with the laundry, right, and the giveaway stuff, and the quilting, and the little pennies, and these the British pennies. Yep. Oh, and the snowman beard. That'll be handy all by itself. Jeez. I had a hole in my pillow because I ripped off the. You get the pillow and it's got a tag on there. Well, rather than grow a brain and snip it up with scissors, I just took and ripped the thing off, and I ripped the whole side of the pillow open, and for like the next 4 or 5 months, every night I go to bed, I wake up with like this stuck to my head. Well, I could use this to put my pillow back together, I bet you. Then I could just staple the rest, keep it from coming out again. This is what I wake up to right here. See that? I wake up, I go to the bathroom, look in the mirror, and I see that. It's tough. What you got here, it's oh, we had one of these before. Look at that. We can't see it. Home, there. This is a quarter pound, no wait, a quarter ounce silver round. It's a buffalo nickel design. Real shiny. She sent a couple of these before. There's a buffalo right there. Who's this from? I can't see who made it. Well, let's see who made it. Let's see. Scope. It's from, there's a buffalo. Looks like a four-legged, okay. No mint mark. 999 fine silver from HM. From Her Majesty. Is that a clash mark? That may actually be a clash mark there in front of his nose. There's a buffalo, quarter troy ounce. And the front, it says, it doesn't say anything. It says Liberty. That is a die crack. Maybe a chip below his beard. Those lines at the bottom of the mylar. There's no date on this. Why is there no date? Well, it's not really a coin. It's a silver round. Oh, real pretty one though. There you go. People are getting funny about the silver nowadays. The price is kind of down, not too much, but you can't get silver right now. People are not giving it up. Well, if you can get it, get it. Ooh, what you got here? Aha. Oh, more buffalo nickels. I've been meaning to get some more buffalo nickels. I picked up some one time, and well, dude, it was a guy that does the watch bands. That's what he sells. He sells watch bands, and every now and then he's got stuff, all kinds of stuff. Here, let me put this away before I wake up with it stuck in my nose. This fit in the box. This came out of the box and will not fit back into the box. Funny the way that works. Anyway, I got a bunch of buffalo nickels from a fellow, and it wasn't just regular old, partial dates. A lot of times you'll get those. I mean, this was a guy, apparently he had taken apart a set out of a Whitman album and didn't know what he had. And I'm finding, I mean, every date and min mark they got. All right, 31S, 26S, 13 type 1 and 2, P, D, and S. It was beautiful. I paid like $60 for them all. There we go. Here's a real buffalo nickel. See the Liberty? Got a parts on the right side there, kind of like Kennedy. 1936. And look at the front here. Okay, the back. You purple, see them? You got a good separation. Where's that stick I had? There we go. You got some decent separation of the letters and the rim. Here's a tail. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got all his legs. We got an S. Yaha. And some decent horn. These aren't at all beaters. These are decent buffaloes. Here you go. You can watch this, right? See the ribbon. If you understand the way the design was changed over the years, you can determine a range of dates just based on the left ribbon. How thick it is, how straight it is, because over time, this is seen like, I don't know, 4 or 5 different upgrades, changing the thickness and the shape of the path. Sometimes a little more curly, sometimes a little thinner, sometimes wider, sometimes straighter. Yeah. Oh, we gotta get down there and look at that S. I can't help myself. I have to look. That looks like a fairly straightforward S to me. 5 cents. Now, I'm going to guess that Ida has picked through these, so I probably won't find anything. E pluribus unum. Where'd he go? He doesn't stare like Jefferson does. Okay, let me catch up on the chat real quick. Try date restorer. Well, there's a problem with date restorer. It's going to leave a mark. It's going to dissolve the copper and leave the nickel behind. So it's going to leave this mark around the date. That looks to be a 1920. And it's this kind of a gray spot. So you can always tell that it was restored. Is it worth it? Well, if you can't determine the date otherwise, right? Because maybe you don't maybe you can't pick out the design elements that would pick out the date or lead to a date range to make it easier for you. Well, there's a stuff called Nicodate on the market. I don't subscribe to it. I've seen it used. Some people swear by it. Look, if you can't identify it anyway, no matter what, is it worth it 10 cents for the cost of the Nicodate to put a drop on there? And geez, what do you know? It's a valuable date, 1914 perhaps. Perhaps it's a 1917 over 16, or maybe the 16 over 17. Maybe. The chances are pretty darn slim though. Okay, what do you got here? See that little V shape right here? Kind of a little V right in there. That's his chin. That's a clash with the chin. So if we look at the front, sometimes under the chin, you'll see little bits of letters. Right in here, you see little bits of letters. Yeah. All right. Well, there it is. Remember, most of the coins that you nicodate are going to be 20s, 30s, some teens here and there. But in that extreme wear state, and with a nicodate mark on there, it's not going to be worth barely 10% of what the good coin would be, and if it had a readable date. Well, can you salvage the coin? Perhaps. A lot of people won't touch these nicodated coins. And then again, geez, there's some good dates out there. If you can get them for $2 or $5, well, it's up to you. You have to decide for yourself if it is right to nicodate a coin. I see people nicodate entire coins. Who was it? The kid, the guy there with the chart. Quinn. Quinn's Coins did a video where he took some nickels that were just planchets. I mean, you couldn't tell it was a nickel. It looked like a punch out from an electrical box, and he put nicodate to them and was able to identify these are shield nickels. And he was able to pick out some date from some dateless V nickels. We got a little bit of ring damage on that. Yeah, these were rolled back in the 50s. They were in circulation in the 60s. I mean, they're only 30 years old in the 60s. By the 70s, they were pretty much all picked out. What was the date there? 24. Yeah. We got a good batch of nickels here. Little mark on that one. Another 36. Let's look at his chin. Look at his chin. Look at his eye. Right. Look at his nose. See if there's any. What do they call them? Nose bats. Look under here. It looks like is this some letters perhaps right in here? Let's look at the other side. See if we got a big V. No, don't seem to have a clash here. But I'm a little more hardcore. I'm more of a purist when it comes to treating coins. Take it on the chin. Nicodate isn't going to add value for sure, but it can take an unidentifiable coin and make it so you can identify it. Yep. Always check your third feather. See, there's one up here, the long one, and then that little fella hiding in the bottom. Always check for those. Yeah, I just got a good batch of nickels here. I don't spend the money on the cleaning and toning items and the Nicodates and coin wash. And I'm not a chemist. I'm not going to have a shelf behind me of little vials of acids and caustics and reagents. And no, that's not my way. I'm in it for the coin and for the hobby. I need a date. Ask around, man. What am I going to do with all this fuzz? I'm going to put it right here. I'll ship it out with CFA books. Let's put these away. We want to thank Ida Herring for all this good stuff. Ta-da! I'll put your note in there too so I know who it's from. You can write down your name on here because it's on the back and I cut the bottom open. Okay, let's get off of that. Here's Ida. Ida, thank you so much. Ida Herring. There. Let's give you another little shout real quick. Where's Ida's channel? Go see Ida. Yup. If you like quilts and stuff, that's a good thing. But here we're going to copy that and paste it again over in the chat. And why not get over to Ida's channel right now and hit the button that says like and subscribe and watch one of the videos. It'll be fun. Whoa! There. I get too many buttons up here. Let's set that up here. Wow, that one weighs a ton. It's from Blues. How do I get so much stuff on the desk? Ha 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 ha. Those Ryan did turn out cool. Those Ryan did turn out cool. Those. Okay. I'm going to the movies. I'm going to Disneyland. Sorry, folks. Wally World's closed. Oh, wow. What do you got? Oh, boy, look at this. We got a bunch of stuff from Blues. Yaha. We better move this and see. Put the quarter away. Put this away. Got to lift up the mouse. There. Ready? What do we got in there? We got a box full of love. Huh. Nobody has duplicated the Big Show. You see the coin roll hunting, and geez, for the longest time, it's the only thing on YouTube was people coin roll hunting. And they go through, sell half-dollar rolls for $5, find nothing, and say, sorry, man, you get nothing. Some channels have good giveaways. Okay. But nobody's duplicated the Big Show. CFA does have people who sponsor his channel and send in coins, and he gives those away. That's a beautiful thing. But nobody takes and just, puts out the word to say send in cash, send in coins, and we're going to give it away. Wow, what you got here? A 1965 special mint set. Yeah. These look problem-free, great shape. Yeah, you get that luster that really stands out on those. You get the little hockey. These are great for, like, if you have air hockey and you lost your little air puck. Those are a delight. We better look at these up close real quick. Where are you? Why is that up here? Let's see. Screen, scope, there. So we got the dime. No 5 in his face. We got letters. I'm going to guess that Blues has gone through these. There's your penny, 1965. The $50. Ta-da! Yeah, we'll show them off. But I'm sure he's looked through those. Well, good. Look at that. We got a 1965 home. There we go. We'll put that one out. And I picked up a few from Mantic coins as well, but they were they were these. This is the way they used to make the darn things, right? The regular mint sets, but they switched them out and put them in these little sliders, which are pretty slick. Here, so we get a 65 and a 66. There, I think this is the only time the United States Mint put out a package worth a damn, worth its salt. Right? The proof sets, you know, they're kind of straightforward. They don't have the fancy writing unless you get the, you know, the really special, uh, what do you call them? Those prestige proof sets from the 90s, 80s. Yeah, these are wonderful things. I kind of like these. It's like a, you know, like a little bar of chocolate is what that is. Okay, so I got a 65 mint set from them. What's this thing? It's the golden dollar. Aha. Aha. There we go. Sacagawea, the bird. Anything special about it? Okay, the Sacagawea historic selection process. Tells you all of everything you need to know about Sacagawea. Is that another page or is it glued on? That's the backing. We'll try not to. Don't open this page if you win the big show. Here's a map of Lewis and Clark. It doesn't show which way they went. It's just a map. Okay. Which way is north? I can't tell. Columbia Valley. All right. We'll set that aside. Here we got some logo stuff. Oh, what's that? It's big. It's brown. I'm going to have to see that. Ooh, and there's 3 of them. Ah, oh, look at that. We're going to have a little collection of 1 pennies. It's an 1897 1 penny from Great Britain. What are you guys working together? Look, you got Queen Victoria on there. We got Edward. Yaha. We know we got some 1940s from Ida with George. That's a 1912 H. But what's this one? An 1892 from Portugal. Boy, they had big foreheads in Portugal, didn't they? Is it just this guy, or is it everybody in Portugal has a big forehead? There's that 2 again. Don't lose that. Let's look at this guy's forehead and make fun of it. What do you say? Where are ya? 1892. I think his name is Alves. See the way the a lot of these European coins will have the full name of the designer on the coin. Look at this forehead on this guy. Oh, it's hair. Okay, he's got hair and a forehead. It just seems like a really big forehead. All right. Well, there. And what you got? It's something Rei de Portugal. 1892. This is one of the oldest Portugal penny I've seen here. Carlos I, King. 20 reis, 20 rays, rise. Well, it's 20 of them. And it's copper, and it's big, and it's 122 years old. That's slick. All right, now we got this one is, who's that? We can't see it. There, it's Cousin Eddie. Here it is. No, it's Cousin George. Eddie was later. It was George, then Cousin Eddie, then George VI. So this was Vicky's son here. He also had a big forehead. And again, you have Britannia on the back. There it is. And that's a 1912, and there should be an H somewhere. We'll have to find that. Where do you suppose they put the H on these? That's a good spot for it. Oh, there it is, over there on the left. Dum, da, dum. Now, some people call it Heaton, and some people call it the Birmingham Mint. Okay, Heaton was a private mint that produced coins for Great Britain. They made it for Canada, they made it for other coins of the realm. But if you find an H on your coin, it refers to the Heaton and Sons private mint in Birmingham. There it is, 1912. And I guess the building's still in business today. I think it's a pub. They do something with it. Maybe they still make coins. I really don't know. I haven't followed up on it in a while. Okay, and then we got Victoria. Yeah. Let's have a look at that one. I could probably zoom out a little. Ta-da! Here, look at, start counting chins. This is not a double die, it's a doubled chin. There's one, there's two, sometimes you got a third one. Yeah, old Vic, she's been around a while. And the chins just kept on growing. And here we go. What's that one? Okay, where's the top? Yep, it's aligned properly. 1897. No H on that one. Here's Britannia. Thank you, Blues. I've lost the chat. I got 6 things in the way on chat. One moment, let me fix my screen here. Okay, there's the home. There's this button. That's back up. What's this one do? There. Okay. So we got those coins. We'll set those off to the side here. Oh, nice. How now, brown cow? Can I have some chocolate milk from the brown cow? That is where chocolate milk comes from. You know where strawberry milk comes from? Strawberry cows. I don't make this stuff up. What you got in here? A whole bunch of stuff. There we go. So you can get these Ziploc bags like at the paper goods store or your local dealer. Oh, that's a handsome piece, 1976, and that is as screaming sharp as they come. No mint mark. Clad. There you go. This is what they looked like when I was a kid. Brand spanking new. Every freaking quarter was brand spanking new. There we go. Oh, he's got a bunch of them. A 76D. Better keep those together and put them out as a pair. And again, that's brilliant. There's not a thing wrong with that. If we can see it. Okay, we're not going to see it. All right. P and D as a set. And we got, oh, it's quarter week. 77D, also brilliant. $74D. You don't get them. You don't get them like that. Everybody's used to these quarters have been spent 50,000 times. And this will look like they're brand new. And look, you get little, you get all the detail on these things. Let's get over here and have a look. Because you don't see them like this, especially in pocket change in the quarter. I'm going to take that out. There we go. Because in the 70s and 80s, a quarter was so darn handy. Video games, vending machines. It was the era of vending, and the quarter was the king of coins. Really. Soda machines, pop machines. They weren't a nickel anymore. Right? When I was a kid, 6 years old, we'd go down to the fire station. It was right around the corner. And we'd go through Jeff's yard, or between Jeff's house and Mrs. Cox's house, and then go down. It was on the other side of Jeff's house. That was the fire station. We go in. They got a soda machine, and you put in a nickel, and you come out of there with a grape knee high. And this is 1973, 1974, when this quarter was new. All right, then it went up to a dime, but I also got Tab, RC Cola, and Fanta. Fanta was pretty good. But well, they had a special price because they were the fire department. They were just paying for the machine and paying for the soda they put into it. And, you know, we knew the fire guys because we lived right next door. Well, kind of. We were catty corner to them. But everywhere else in the world, the quarter was the king of coinage in the 70s, well, probably in the 60s as well, especially for vending. What you got this one? It's a better 1980D. Yep. And they just got so terribly abused. 1996D. They got worn out. You go to the arcade and every asteroid game, Pac-Man, um, Q-Bert, the one with the you shot the Japanese planes down, Defender, Space Invaders, Asteroids, Mrs. Pac-Man, all your pinball games, everything ran on quarters. And they, you know, you pumped a quarter in, they'd take them out, count them up, you know, put them back in the machine over here. So people put in their dollar bills. They sent the dollar bills to the bank. And the quarters, they just kept them in circulation there. You know, on Saturdays, they'd use more quarters. Man, they're quarters. You want a cup of coffee? It's a quarter. You want a pack of cigarettes? Go to the vending machine. You know, you pump in $1.25 into the vending machine. I think they had beer vending machines, for Christ's sakes. You know, if you wanted a cat, you could get that out of a vending machine in the 70s. You name it. Ooh, look, I got a new cat. It was only a quarter. You know, piece of bubble gum. It's this fucking big. It's going to choke you. And it's a quarter. Ooh, we got some nickel. There you go, 53. Well, that's handy. I just picked up a roll of 53Ds. I went through them, found a couple of small things. There's an S. Looks sharp. We got some stairs. Hard to get good steps on these. Okay, what's this one? Oh, look at that. You don't get these all the time. I think these are the first ones we've given away on these. Okay, this is from Blues Coins. There he is. You know him as Blues Coins. And it's a Jefferson nickel. Try this one out. 1938. And this one is a 1939. Well, it's probably the first of these we've given away. These will go into the big show. But the 38 is an S. So now we have to look at that. That looks right. And then we have the 39. Right? And the 39 is an S. There's a couple of better dates for sure. Okay, that looks like it might be too worn to decide what design that is on the stairs. No matter. There, a 38S and a 39S on Jefferson nickels. Well, good. Okay, we'll have a Jefferson nickel day. That's what we'll do. What was that one? The 53S? And there's more. Oh, more quarters. Looks like more 76s. Must be a whole damn roll of these or something. Oh, we got a bunch of quarters. We have 76 sharp. One thing to look for is that that upper drum line. You know, on the Jefferson nickels, how tough it is to get that, get all those stairs. This is the same sort of thing. It's the highest point. So on a die, it's the lowest point. And if you have a slightly weak strike, you don't get that topped drum line. There we go. He looks grouchy. So a full drum line should be something I write down. What is that, a crack or a scuff? No matter. There's a 76. Good and sharp. We got a 72D. Real sharp. Yeah, when's the last time you saw a 72D that looked like that? And because of the way the quarters were used, and it was a staple in your life if you had to leave the house. Up at school, we had a machine. You put a quarter in it, you get 2 pencils out. It says Bangor High School on them. Yep, we just cranked and cranked and cranked those things all day long. We're going to get more pencils, they say. 81D. There's a little toning on there. Probably a roll ender, I bet you. Yep. They're getting a complete set of Washingtons. You can put it together out of circulation, right? You can get all the dates and mint marks. Um, there's only a couple that'd be tough, and you know it's the early stuff that's gonna slow you down. The silver, right? Um, 87 and 87D in uncirculated is going to be real tough. Anything in uncirculated is going to be real tough out of circulation. But it's not often that you'll find one in beautiful shape such as this one. 69D. There, let's put these up. And quarters are kind of collected. They're not particularly popular, but they're not neglected either. Of course, you get a series that goes all the way back to 32, and from time to time you can find some silver in circulation. But there are plenty of die varieties on these. And these new state and ATB quarters have just presented, you know, an abundance of die varieties. Lots of chips and cracks. But they've been popularized, have been given names, vernacular terms, like the pooping horse, for example. Phone booths eat quarters. Yeah, it says 10 cents. You put a quarter in. You don't get your money back. He eats a whole damn quarter. You end up hitting it with a stick for 20 minutes. There we go. We get a, what is this, a whole date set here? 72 on a quarter. 96p. I've lost my way. There it is. Look at that. That's a sharp strike. That's a way a quarter ought to look. See the feathers on the tail? Yeah, that's as sharp as they come. 77. So you still got the feathers on the breast, but they're a little more subdued. They're not quite as sharply segregated. Here's a 74. What might bring that back? 74. So you got good feathers on there. But the breast, right, between the wings, draw a line between the wings. That's the highest point on the back there. So you're going to get wear showing up first on the breast, over here on the upper wing tips, and down here on the legs and feet. But back when I was, you know, 10 years old, all the silver had been picked out already, right? So it's 1977. There's no silver. The old coins are 12 years old. So all the quarters were beautiful back then. All the dimes are beautiful. They were worn out after 12 years. They've since been worn out. And the pennies and nickels, you know, they'll go back further and they'd be kind of worn out. Here's a 78D. All the hair. Yeah, good sharp strike on there too. For 78D, that's a sharp one. Yeah. Well, that's a neat one. Yeah, get picky when you collect these things. Putting together an uncirculated set, you can do it, but it's going to be darn tough. You may end up having to buy the darn things. You look at the state and ATB quarters right now, a lot of them are wore out terrifically. They're getting down into VF. Sometimes a little worse if they've been really rim-racked. More quarters. These are 70s. Oh man, I might need a couple of these. That's going to be a shame. There we go, 74D. Where'd you get these blues? I'm going to have to get some. What's this one? 86p. Good, sharp one. $78. $84D. Now 84 is a neat one because I didn't keep a lot of the BU rolls just were not saved. So in high grades, they go for a little more. You know, give them another 20 years and they'll really start to appreciate. But 84, you're looking at what, 30, 35 years old already? It takes about 40 to 50 years for a series to really start to catch on. A lot of people collecting silver Washingtons, but you know, you're looking at 55 years on those anyway. What is this package here? Okay. Like the Ikes are just starting to get some attention. The SBAs, they're just starting to get attention. I give them the wrong attention. There we go. Oh, it's a whole bunch of rolls. What you got here? We got a whole bunch of NF string rolls. Nope. Nope. Yep. Okay. There. NF string. Bunch of BU rolls. We got to read that. 2000 something with a mint mark. And I think it's a 2000. Let's see if we can get in and have a look. How do you find it? There it is. Can we see it? It's a 2009 D. Ooh. Well, what's on the back? Another 2009 D. What's on the back? Which one? We'll just give these away as, you know, whatever. It looks like log cabins. Okay. Let me hold these out. I'm going to take a moment because I've got some beans on the stove. They need to be stirred real quick. There. Then we'll get in and have a look at these. So, here. I'm going to leave you staring at these shiny quarters for just a moment. Nope. Those. Here, you look at those. I'll be back. There. It's a fact. The older I get, the more beans I cook. Alrighty. Who's in here? Let's have some coffee. Don't click the mouse. Okay, good. I'm wondering which ones I put in your book. Well, we got a bunch of these. You know, I probably lost. These are pretty good shape. They look spotless. I probably lost, I don't know, a couple of $100 on 2009 rolls. You know, pick them up 25 at a time or 50 at a time or whatever the hell. I was paying $1, $1.25, $1.50 a roll. And I'll open them up, take a look, find nothing except spotty coins. And there's nothing I can do with spotty coins, so I chuck them. Well, I always get 50 cents back. So is that one a P or a D? Huh. We'll never know unless we open that up. Okay, but there's a bunch of these. 2009 D. That one's got a couple of spots, pretty minor on the end. But the whole damn roll is spotted as hell. I can't do anything with those. There. So we'll get some rolls we're going to be putting out for sure. What's that one? That's a D. Yep. They look to be all log cabins, and there's several varieties to hunt for, and you got to get into that log. Where are you? You got to get in and take a look at those logs at the corner. Stop moving. There, but let go. Well, you see it standing up, so even my voice will make it vibrate a little. And you're looking for extra circles where they should not be. E pluribus unum. There. Okay, we'll play with those. What else we got? Is that it? Yeah, that's that one. Let me put these up. There, we got quarters, we got pennies. By the roll, we got stuff. We got, what was in this bag? Oh, the golden dollar. Let me lay these down. There we go. Let's lay them down. Ta-da! There we go. Where'd the dollar go? Oh, and a mid-set. And a mid-set. Let's make sure we get your name on there. Does it say blues? Look at all the tape you put on there. I can't write on that. There. That way I'll know that it's from blues. Okay, I got one more over here. I think, unless I knock this whole stack over. What's this? What was that? Oh, that was those rolls. That's what that was. Okay, we'll reuse that package. Oh, we got this heavy one from Liston now, right? Fragile. It's Italian. All right, what do we got? I'm gonna grab a break here real quick while we look at these. Send me an email, Perry, says Ida Herring. I get to talk and I go for hours. All right, let's see what we got here. I gotta hit the coffee. Gotta wet my whistle. Ow. Okay, that's probably it. Nope, that didn't work. Go gentle. Oh, we didn't even cut through that. See, there's a little tab. If you can cut the tab, it's going to make it easy to open these boxes. Otherwise, you gotta wrestle with it. But stay close to the edge, and you're not going to cut through anything. All right, let's put Liston on there. Dum-dum-dum. What you got here? What's that? I want to know what that is. It's big. It's heavy. It's got round metal bits in there. I can't tell what it is. It's big. It's heavy. It's from Geek Vape. I don't know what that is. Is it open? Is it open yet? Keep going. Ta-da! Ooh. Ooh. It's my favorite. We got some wheat pennies, 1927, 1942 with a whole lot of red on there, a whole lot of original luster. Look at the cartwheel on that. 53D, 2004 DDO. A better look. That's not it. There it is. Let's see. Where's that little thing I had? Let's see. What are we looking for? I can't see it. Is that even the coin? There it is. 2004 DDO. A little cuff on that. Let's zoom in. It looks a little bit thicker on the Y on the right side. So it's shifted northeast, southwest. No, northwest, southeast, but just a little. I'll just look up with the ear. Thank you. I sent it to the Q&A with a question. What was your coin, Ida? There we go. We've got a greaser. Oh, fellow was just talking about a greaser here. I want to get to that. So we got a greaser from Listen. Got a sticker over there, but no matter. We can probably still see something missing, like say part of the date. And this is a duck lips, so that's a 2000 for sure. Let's look at the back. And that's a close AM with no DDR showing. Okay, greaser. Okay, during the production, they keep their equipment lubricated. They don't lubricate the die face, but they lubricate the equipment rail close to the die, right up close. Because this stuff's moving 10 times a second, you got to keep it free. You got to keep it moving. Because if it jams up, baby, it gets backed up all the way to the other side of the building. Pennies start flying out. Some of the old timers, they just start bitching. It's a real mess. So they got to keep this thing greased. And every now and then, some of this lubricant will splash onto a planchet or onto a die. And more likely, it's onto a planchet because the dies are pretty close together and not a lot of space. And what's going to happen is, well, it'll stick to the die and it'll start to pack out. It'll start to pack the voids in the die. And this is what happens when they're packed full. You get missing stuff. At a 2001. Oh, I see. That's a little mark above his lip. Okay, that could be a 2001. All right, that's what happens. They call it a greaser. It's a filled die, and sometimes the devices themselves, the head, the face, they'll be filled right up. All right. The minor ones don't have a whole lot of value. The more extreme can start to gain a few bucks. I've never seen them go for more than $4 or $5, even in great shape. Now I got a picture here somewhere. Where's the screen? Yeah, nope, that's not it. And I was going to do a little video about this. A fellow Tanner put this up in the Q&A group. Can we see this okay? Let me look over here. There we go. And it's a greaser. I don't know what the date is. I suspect it's an 88 just by looking at what's written on the card here. But I can't make it out with this particular image. And you're seeing a lot of weakness of detail, especially around the edge, right? The planchets come together and they want to squeeze out this grease. It's trying to squeeze it out so it'll head to the outside, but it doesn't always make it there. Right, but you're filling in the detail here, and this is a bit more heavy. All right, let's see if we can zoom in on this. Up here in E pluribus, that whole word is just gone, but much of the rest of this side is intact. You get a little weakness perhaps in the N and 1. But most of it is going to be observable from the obverse. Here we go. His head, his face, his bust, the bottom of the bust, the date, outer edges of liberty, and some parts of, well, much of In God We Trust is gone. Okay, well, he's saying he put it up on eBay, but it wouldn't sell. Yeah, okay, well, it's fairly heavy, but it's only heavy on one side. So it might be, you know, a buck to $3 or $4 maybe. But getting into the color of this thing, it looks like it's been cleaned. So there's a problem with problem coins. Really, if you're gonna sell problem coins, anything it's the big ones, right? Cleaned, bent, damaged, whole. These would be the big problems. Little problems would be scratches, scrapes, maybe it was altered in some way. plated, for example, um, replated on the case of the steels. Maybe it's pitted or corroded. All right, these problem coins, they're tough to sell to begin with, right? There's a lot of coins on the market, and if you've got something rather common, a more modern coin that is kind of cleaned, and uh, it's a minor variety, but it's cleaned, or a minor error, but it's cleaned, it's going to kick your ass. Mind you, a lot of people will look at coins, and when they find a cleaned coin being sold on it by an eBay seller, they just leave that seller altogether. Skip it. I'll just stop looking at what else he has. Uh, did this coin, well, it didn't sell, and that's understandable because it's cleaned, but did it also drive away other people? Did it drive away buyers from other coins? These things, they might seem like a great way to pick up a dollar or two, but if it drives people away from your YouTube sales, or your um, Facebook sales, or your eBay sales, or your website sales, it's doing you more harm than good, I can tell you that. People want good coins. If you have problem coins, they'll go shop someplace else quite often. I recommend, if you're selling coins, to avoid them at all, at all possible cost. A little scratch on a better date, you can probably get away with that. A little scrape, you can probably get away with that. If it's altered, that's going to be an issue. If it's been plated, that's going to be an issue. Pitted and corroded, again, that comes down to the particular coin in question. The cleaned, bent, damaged holes, these are death sentences for coins right now. Run away. Rather than drive customers away, you do better just to not even offer that sort of coin if you're selling them. There, I said it. Okay, let's get back to where I was. Home, there. Etsy. Just stay away from Etsy altogether. I don't know of any reputable buyer or collector that shops Etsy for rare and valuable coins. I just don't see it. But this one, you got full luster. It's original. There it is. It's a minor greaser. People, yeah, pick those out and keep them. What you got here? We got a chip on a 1980. Okay. 1954S. Real screamer, too. A chip on a 70. That's not a chip. That's a clip. What's that one? That's not a chip. That's a clip. See it? Let's look at it. Screen, scope. There we go. Clipped planchet. There it is. Looks pretty straight on that side. Opposite the clip, the first thing you check for is go across the coin and look at the other side and look for a rim that's not as strong. Right? It may have a rim, but it won't be as strong. It won't be as sharp and robust and full. That's called the Blakesley effect. That's a key indicator that you have a clip. Let's see, where is the clip? There it is here. Focus, please. Go to the other side. A little bit weaker on this side, just a little bit. It kind of looks like it's almost like it's worn, but it's just a little weakness on the rim. So below the below the ONE, a little bit weak, because up here you got a clip, and you got to have the opposing forces when that coin is going through the upset mill to raise that rim, to upset it, to set it up. And without them, you get that. You get a flattened piece. Okay, where'd the other one go? Here's a 74. Here's the clip over here. All right, let's go to the other side and have a look. A little bit weak. I mean, we still got a rim, but not a particularly strong one. It's a little fatter, a little lower. So there's our clip here. And sometimes at the clip, the metal, when the dies are pressing on that coin, they'll stretch it out, and a lot of times your devices will be kind of stretched out as well. Let's look at the other side at that rim. There it is. There's your opposite end. I've lost my pointy stick. Where do they go? How do I go through 10 pointy sticks in a single show? Okay, where is it? Right there. There's your little bit of weakness. Ta-da. Okay, that's what that is. What's in here? More rolls. Get ready for this. Isn't that China? Etsy is money laundering. Etsy is such an awful site for coins. It's desperate people looking to make a quick buck on, somebody else's ignorance. Ida, you can't leave. Yeah, I'm going to burn one real quick because I've been talking for like 2 hours. How long have we been on here now? Hour and a half. All right. Well, what the hell? It's Friday night. I'm not in a hurry. Look at this. We got a bunch of rolls here. What is all this stuff? Ooh, it's the old little tubes with the caps on both ends. What you got here? A 61 uncirculated. Ta-da! What's that? A 63D. Ooh, that one you might want to go through. 63D. What we'll do is pull out one out of every freaking tube and run these for a while. 64D. That one looks like it's got some color to it. Some light graininess. Now at 63, the tin was gone. So is it a streaky from discoloration or from being a little woody? Okay, we'll look at that. What's this one? Roll of nickels. Ooh, it's a roll of buffaloes. There, look, we got all kinds of buffaloes. Oh, and older nickels. Okay, there's something to play with. 2009 BU roll. Whoa, that one. Aha. When you ship rolls, it's not a bad idea to tape the bejesus out of them. Here's some I just had come in, and this is the way they arrived. Just tape the bejesus out of those rolls. Or this is going to happen. I've had them, bust open, dump all over the inside of the box, and the box rip open, and all the coins are lost. There we go. Let me pick these up. Yep, because as soon as the post office finds out there's money in that package, dude, it's toast. Shake it again, Ted. There. And we got, looks like wheat rolls. See, these are not original bank-wrapped rolls because these coins are circulated. But look, we've got these nice little tidy crimped ends. Huh? This is why you got to watch those rolls. People sell these rolls. And yeah, it might be tightly crimped, but is an original wrapper. Geez, you got a 1960 roll penny showing, but the wrapper wasn't in existence until the 70s. That ain't an original roll. Sometimes you get them where they're kind of frayed and picked apart. Okay, that's been tampered with. They have taken the rolls, they have opened up the pennies, taken a look at them, put them back in, and try to make it look like an original roll. Yeah, it's an old hustle, right? This is what it would look like after being tampered with. A lot of times, it's not tight. It's kind of fucked. There you go. But we got a whole bunch of wheat pennies here. I tell you that. IDK. I got an IDK. We don't know what this is. Somebody's gonna get a roll. We don't know what it is. What's this one? That one don't even say IDK. What's this one? See how it's a little shaky, a little loose, and the end is frayed. Yeah. Oh, what happened there? Oh, look at it. Look at a dime. We got to look at it. Let's see. Scope. It's an 1877 dime. I can't wait to flip this baby over. Okay, you got most of the shield. It's very good to find. Got some issues going on there. Got a little dig in there. Got a couple of heavier scratches. Does it have a CC? Does it? No. Okay, it's an 1877. One dime. Most of the rim, a little thin on the top of the rim. Well, no matter. It's a seated dime. You don't get these every day. Yeah. Oop, I lost it. There we go. You see, most of the channels on YouTube are dealing with modern coins, presidentials in particular, wheat pennies, Kennedy half dollars, especially the 40 percenters. Uh, you gotta, you really want to get into the hobby, get back into the really sick shit, right? Those seededs, the cap bust halves, the early coppers, the stuff the masses are not into. Believe me, you can get some great buys. Just beautiful coins, rare, and for not at all exorbitant prices. You would be surprised how cheap you can get some truly rare coins if you pay attention. I see people paying, 30, 40, 50 bucks for some BU rolls. Moderns are good for, 3 or 4 bucks. Uh, they could have something really fantastic for that same money. Oh, what you got here? It's an 1866 bullshit token. This is not a genuine penny. There we go. And I know this because it says right up at the top, bullshit. That's what it says. I'm not making this up. There it is. It looks small. It's lightweight. It's thin. It has sharpness, but is not consistent with the regular detail of proper Indian scent. VS 301 NFS. So, well, there it is. He's put a couple of fakes in before. We play with them. What's this one say? Can approved. What the hell does this mean? Did I look at this or something? It's fucking damaged. All right, we don't even look at damaged coins. What you got here? We got some. You put this on your ice cream cone or cupcakes or something, or it's a suppository. That's what that is. What you got here? Pyrite or gold? The way I'm picking up an electrostatic charge holding this stuff together into the plastic suggests that this is a pyrite. I'm going to have to find out from Listen what he says that is, but it doesn't say anything. But it's a kind of a shiny. Yeah, I don't think that's gold leaf because that'd be like, 200 bucks a gold leaf or something. But if I bounce that around, it looks like it's sticking together, and it's sticking to the plastic a bit. I'll find it when he says it's gold leaf. Is it? Okay. It's packed out at the bottom. Okay. Well, I guess gold will conduct electricity. We're just going to stop messing with that or it's going to be all over the place. Yeah. All right. What do we got up here? We got more stuff. There's a whole stack of stuff. It's so thin, man. Yeah. It's skinny. That's what that is. Oh, what's that one? What you got here? Move the mouse. Okay, 73. We're getting into quarters all of a sudden. You notice that? We get a lot of quarters today. Oops. Come back up here. Now that's a looker. How's that look to you? Does that look real? You want to guess the date on that one? That's what we could do. We could do a guess the date. But I can't wait. It's a 37. Real sharp one. Yeah. How's that look to you? Want to improve your collection? Keep going back one more year. Take your collection 1 year further back in bright screeching red. It's like painted metal flakes. There we go. Well, I'm looking at the darn thing. All I have to go by is, how it handles and the color. So what's my indicator that that's what? Gold, brass, uh, Twinkies. All I have is color to go on. There you go. Put together a set of Lincoln pennies and keep going back 1 year, just one. You got the book. It'll tell you which one's next, and you just get rid of that old brown thing and get a BU, get a shiner. It doesn't have to be the best shiner, but boy, if you've got a full set of red Lincolns, it's something to look at. Here's a 77D. These are tough to get in red. Ooh, that's a 3. Here's a 3-cent nickel. We'll put that under the scope. That's not it. That's not it. I'm going to write that in bigger letters so I can find it easy. We got a an 1866 3-cent nickel. Just after the war, they spent this on Reconstruction. This is what rebuilt the South. There she is. Yep. It's good to get the lines on the columns. I like to see full lines. There we go. Good looking 3-center there. Somebody's going to be happy with that. All right. What do you got here? 1955D, RPM number 2. Yaha. A little bit of blueberry toning on there. Let's see if we can show that off. Probably not. Let's look at the RPM, see if we can see that. Hello, Brian Hooper. How are you? We're going through some mail. I get my mail and I leave it in the truck or on the rocking chair on the porch for a little while. Oh yeah, that's a Sharpie. Because I don't want to get the heebie-jeebies. There, RPM, repunch mint mark, 1955D, number 2. We'll be taking pictures of this. Well, anyway, it builds up, and then I got to finally bring in the mail and actually look at it and see what the hell they sent all week long. Yep, that's a peach. That's a strong repunch mint mark. You can find these things. And it's great practice because you learn, for cheap. You learn how to detect these repunch mint marks in your pocket change, in bank boxes. And then you can, look at these better grades and more expensive coins and decide, aha, not only is that a fair price for a 1955D, in that particular grade, but it's an RPM. So you've got a premium can come in from that. There's a seated dime. That's a little shaky around the edges. That's a little beat up. Well, if you ain't got one, you take the beater. There we go. Let's put that under the scope. That's not it. Stop. There we go. So if you do have these busted ass pieces, they're damaged, they're rim racked, they're screwed up, they're chewed up. The dog ate it. It's gone through a cat. It's been cleaned. You might do better to sell it off at whatever you can get, or better yet, give it away to some kid. Because somewhere out there is a kid who would love to have this halftime, even if it's screwed up. What was the date there? 1856. Yeah. Have you got a halftime? Boy, look at that. That's just, they got run over by a wagon. This went through the Mexican-American War. Santa Anna shot that one up at the Alamo. That's a goner. Okay, 73 with some pretty snazzy toning, I suppose. It's pink. It's like panty pink. 79, 68. Something, I can't see that. And it's a 68S. With some machine doubling on it. And over here, more machine doubling. How about under his chin would be a good spot to see if we get a match. Yep, more machine doubling. Anything under the vest? Might not get it here because of the slope. No. But you get it on the mint mark, on the chin, and over here on Liberty. Same direction, due north. How's the rest of it look? Fairly normal otherwise. Okay. Ooh, what's that bag? Well, there's a whole bag of stuff in here. What are those? Oh, it's a joker. Gaming tokens. Ooh, a little bit of everything. We got a Bermuda penny in there, a Bahamas. We got a restroom token. I think we'll just put all those out all in one fell swoop. You can get tokens for a nickel a piece. You get a sack of 1,000 tokens for $32.50 shipped. And there's a lot of variety, a lot of things going on in these tokens. You want some different stuff. The kids like to see a lot of variety, and geez, I can think of no better item to give a kid than just a big sack of tokens. It doesn't cost a whole lot, and if they're into it, it's a great way to start out. Oh, this is a good little mix here. Oh, there's a little bit of everything here. Okay, funny token, no cash value, a couple of no cash values. Let's spread these out. Here's what we're looking at. Oh, okay, ready? So the idea is get, as many different ones as possible. What you got here? We got some no cash value stuff. There's no cash value. Well, we can't see that, but that's what it says. Let's see. This is Bell Harbor Shops is what that one is. Great shape, real shiny, but it's a token. Here's a 2-cent, 2 euros. Here's a Bahama penny from 2011. More gaming tokens. This one's different. This might want to be looked at. Sometimes you go through these tokens and you don't know what the hell you're going to find in them. Is that a steel penny? Is this a Canadian quarter? Yep. What's that one? It's a Bahama quarter. Where's the date? Where is the date? 1977. Look how thick that is. You never know what you're going to get in a bag of tokens. You might find an old V-nickel. Aha. That's an old V-nickel. This would be a good little batch to put all together. All right. And every now and then you get a hit. You find something that just was not expected. Like the 2 Canadian penny nickels or quarters, the V-nickel, the steel penny, a little bit of everything in there. Kids just love this sort of thing. You got somebody new, give them, take all those little things that maybe they're not worth a whole lot. You got some foreign coins, some tokens, maybe some old beat-up coins, right? Just put together a package and just give it to some kid. Part of the excitement is just going through it, is to identify everything. Some of it they'll never identify. There, that's a neat one. But it's the thrill of the hunt. That's what gets them all charged up. What's this? Whatever it was, it broke. I think it's padding. Okay, that's padding. We'll leave that. It's the thrill of the hunt. Look at all the little writing. You ever buy the coins, you go to the coin show and you see this one guy's table and every coin has, the guy must have spent 3 hours decorating that freaking holder. Oh, thank you, Troy. Thank you very much. All that goes to channel support. We all, I won't see it for a while. YouTube keeps probably half of it. But geez, we do need, more camera equipment, working on a serious camera, working on a microphone probably. Boy, every bit helps, let me tell you. But you see these holders, and I mean, how long did you spend writing everything on that? 1970D, $1 from a mint set? Prove it. Okay, being from a mint set really doesn't matter unless it's from, particular dates, 65, 66, 67, and then 2005 to 2010. But you should be able to identify all those. There you go. So that one's uncirculated. Could that be from a mint set? We'll never know. No matter, it's a 67. Okay, we would know. Okay, we can identify that one. This is a business strike. Okay, what's my key indicator that's going to be a business strike? Why not die? See that orange peel all over the place? Special mint sets weren't produced as many as the regular business strikes, and they tend to be out of a little more care. You didn't have as much dye wear going into these. So you've got orange peel, dye deterioration, pretty evident on those 3 dates, 65, 6, and 7. It's not going to be a special mint set. Let's see if we got dye wear all over the place. Those radial flow lines. Yeah. No matter. It's in pretty good shape. Yeah, a little weak on the steps, but most of them are. There we go. So not a mint set. Lady Spitfires here. What you got here? A 69D out of a mint set. Now, except for the special mint sets, all the other mint sets ever produced were just regular old uncirculated coins. Your satins and your special mint sets were special. All those were special. Everything else, they scoop them up by the bucket and assemble the mint sets out of production run coins. Yeah-huh. $1.50? I'm not sure about that. What's in the box here? Oh, we got a couple of copper rounds to look at. See, this is, if you get a kid involved, a wide selection. You know, if you're going to give them a little boost to get started, get a wide selection of stuff, because you guys seem to be pretty captivated. I can guarantee you that 12-year-old's going to be captivated with what they're getting. Okay, this is how the big show works. People get so, oh, look, it's a flying eagle penny. There we go. Hold still, will you? Okay, 1 ounce copper round, flying eagle design, proof-like. What's that say? Doesn't tell me who made it. No matter. I like these. These are entirely collectible too. But work it. If you got a kid, work it. Give them a little bit of everything. This kind of thing, yeah, this will get their attention, and it'll probably be, one of the more glorified things in their set, because it's got all the detail. It doesn't have the date, but you get all the feathers, all the hair, all the diamonds. On the back, you got, okay, something, a golden State Mint. You get a different design. But it comes in handy to show them what the original design should look like. And then you can give them an Indian penny too to go with it. And if you can get them a flying eagle cent to go with one of those, so much the better. Man, I remember my first flying eagle set. I think it was in 1858. It was wore out, man. It was crud. It was junk. But it was mine. I showed that to everybody. Look what I got. And they go, yeah, okay. They just didn't understand. Later on in high school, I got my vengeance on them. I don't know what you got here. We got some dimes now. We got a 2019 with a Clash. Ooh, here's the River of No Return quarter. P, pretty darn good shape. There's a Kansas nickel. Wonder what's going on with that. It's just, oh no, it's a Kansas quarter. What are we looking at for? I don't know. Nothing marked. Let's see. Puerto Rico. The 2009s are a little bit lower mintage. Bicentennial. We've seen this one before. It's the San Jose, San something, Santa Ana. It's the missions quarter, and that's a Philly. Yeah, these are in pretty good shape. 2019 D Lowell, huge, huge die chip. Let's look at that. And we know where to look on that. Let's see, scope, probably in the tower. Okay, so much for that idea. Huge die chip. Let's find it. There it is, right there. That's a huge die chip. Looks just like her hair. No, wait a minute. That is her hair. A huge die chip. Inside the tower? How about this side? All right. There. Right down here. So this looks to be two die chips that are kind of merging together. Or is that one die chip? I'll have to look at and compare it to the original design, but it looks like the bottom is normal and the blob here is the die chip. Okay. Well, good. A lot of times on these, you're going to find them up around in here. In and around the spire, on the roof, and inside, and around that tower. This is on the bottom. Well, good. We got a new one. That'll be recorded, I'm sure. I treasure all my ats and return all the ats. Okay. What else we got? We got another stack here to get through. Look at this. Whole bunch of stuff. Ta-da! It's 2 hours just to check the mail. Below the wheel. We found it. We found it. All right, what do you got here? We got a 1954 Screamer. Let's look at it in a bit. Okay, it's a circular. Oh, come back. Okay, a 39. Oh, look at this. In one day, we get two 39s. We got a 39 and a 39S. We got that other one from Blues. What you got here? 61 BU. And that looks pretty damn sharp. A 69. Yeah-huh. See the woody? See the wood grain on that? Because these are an alloy. No big giant mint mark over the dome, so it's a regular old copper nickel. And it's a 1960. And it says improper alloy. Is that my handwriting? No. There it is. Yeah, you got woody nickels too. Let's set that aside, take a closer look. There's a 48 in beautiful shape. Yeah. An 84. Is that what that is? 54 S. Keep on going. 61D. That's got every bit of original luster on it. 47S with a lamination on the reverse. We'll look at that. It's over on the left side. 2018. Look at how they've done this. No staples. You can take your regular cardboard flip, and if you have these stickers, you can, press them together and put that sticker on there. Put them across the whole darn thing. That's better than putting those staples all over the darn thing. And if you needed to, you could cut them and get in. Reuse it. But I urge you to get away from the stickers. Black Beauty, I'll have to take a look at that one. 57D. Yep. Tearing up shiny. And a proof from 81. Okay, we got a few we got to look at. Okay, scope. There we go. This first one, what was it? It was a 1954. I'm going to look at the mint mark on there. S. Zoom in. 1954 S, and it looks right. All right. A little bit light, a little bit weak on the stairs. Most of them are. What's that say? Papa Giorgio, can you show the 2018 DDR? That one. 2018 DDR. Here it is. That one slipped out of my fingers. 2018 P. And what are we looking for? We're probably going to look at the doorway. Look at those stairs. Those are sharp. Yep, that's a DDR, all right. And where's my little arrow? Right up here at the top of the doorway. You've got some extra metal. That's what that looks like. And we could probably look that up over on Brian's site and compare it and see if we can find a match. That's raised metal. Same as those little bits on the pennies around the statue. No other indications. Okay, that's it. That little bit right there. That's what you're looking at. There. Maybe I can zoom in and get you a better look at that. This would be an example of a class 9. Now, most attributors go to 8. They get up to 8 classes. But, well, after 97, starting in 97, they went to the single squeeze process. So even though it's the same sort of issue as class 8, because it's single squeeze, it must, therefore, be a different class. You might get away with calling it 8B or something. But there's the extra metal right there above the doorway. Ta-da! Because this should be all flat field inside here. And it ain't. Okay, we got the 81S. We're going to look at that mint mark and see if the tail of that S is straight. Aha. See the tail of that S? The lower tail is straight. If it was round, it'd be a type 2. Try to come in. But that baby is straight. I'm going to hold it upright, and you'll find it has about a 35-degree angle on it. Somewhere around there. It's probably about right. I can't guarantee the camera's straight. There it is. You get a straight, flat end on the S. And about a 35-degree angle. That's a type 1. Ball, type 2. 47S with a reverse lamination. All right. Is it damage or is it a lamination? That's what you got to ask. See that different color right there? That's going to be a key indicator that you have an alloy issue going on here. Oop, I didn't grab that right. See the color here? Any more color? I don't see any other color issues on this coin, but this is the lamination. Follow it. It's parallel. You may have several instances of this, of some weirdness going on, some discoloration, or it looks like a cuticle split on a dry skin finger. And they're usually parallel. They usually don't turn. They're all the same direction across the coin. These are indicators that it is in fact a lamination. Yeah, that looks good to me. Yeah. Sometimes you get coins that are, you look at them, you're at a coin show and you look at it, it looks like it's damaged. But if you look close, that's not damaged. And you can get, some better dates. I got an 11S one time, penny, for like, $20. Great shape, but it had damage on the back. And the guy said, yeah, you can have that for 20. Okay, man, except it's not damaged. Made in 1959. It's not damage, it's a lamination. Being able to correctly identify coins can a lot of times put some good cash in your pocket. Because if you're buying a coin from somebody who can't identify it correctly and properly, yeah, a lot of times they're going to let it go for cheap. Laminations are great because it oftentimes is mistaken as damage. So, well, it might not add a premium, but if they take it off value because they think it's damage, yeah, there's a built-in premium that way. All right. I'm going to have to look at this and take my time looking at it. This is written as Black Beauty. There we go. That's written as a Black Beauty, which is a sintered planchet. And the time is about right. However, I haven't done my homework on Black Beauties, so I cannot verify that given this. However, the strike of the coin, the natural glossiness is consistent with mint strike. So I got a pro I'll run that by. Jeff Stanley in the house. I'll run that by Jeff Stanley. He's done his homework. This is not inconsistent, I'll tell you that, with an overheated coin. Most steps, not quite full. Little break over there on the right. This looks like a couple of Black Beauties I've seen, but I'm not a pro on Black Beauties. But this is looking good to me right now. Jeff Stanley coins and Octane front and center. I'm here looking. Okay, what are your diagnoses for our Black Beauty? I have the original glossiness of an original strike. It's dark, but not exactly uniform. I've got some discrepancies here and there. Here it is. With some light and dark areas. There we go. I would say that's probably an accurate representation of the color. The rim looks right. The coin's in great shape. I got most steps with only a few breaks. There's your glossiness, and you can get that from any angle. The finish is consistent with a well-struck piece. It shows a little luster poking through the gray gunmetal. Very little wear. Yeah, and it's gray. Now, if I put that under the right light, it's going to be cartwheel. So there's the sharpness of the strike. Once you wear these things down, I'm going to be hard pressed to buy the story that it's a Black Beauty, because once you start wearing the hell out of it, dude, it's been in the ground. Come on, don't tell me this. What are you telling me? So far, this is consistent with a Black Beauty. There we go. And I have to take that out of the holder to show the cartwheel on that. But the luster and glossiness is consistent with an original strike. Which way? Straight up. There we go. Yeah, that wants to be taken out of the holder. There we go. We can, yeah, I'm taking it out. Give me a card. There. Now without the miler in the way. Now we're going to look at that. Look at that cartwheel here. Oh, that's why the camera's rigged up. But I'd say the glossiness is consistent with its original strike. I can put it under here now that it's out of the holder. Scope. There we go. blueberry toning down here on the bottom. That looks real good to me. Zoom that out just a little bit. All right, that'll be the first Black Beauty we've given away. This looks good. Black Beauty and Scented are slightly different. Black Beauty was cooked too long. Yeah, they're supposed to do it at 350 for an hour and a half, but it said they did it 4 1/4 for 2 hours. And then the guy pokes it with a fork and said, "Hey, this is well done, buddy." Scented were cooked with slag from copper coins still in the annealing oven. Okay, that'd be a good video idea. You're darn right. Okay, Black Beauty, overcooked. They put them in the annealing oven is what they did. I'm gonna have to need a, how's the flips? Yep. And it burns them up. Okay, Black Beauty. Ta-da! There we go. I'm probably going to keep that for coin class, which is this box right here. We have a few other things from listening to that. There we go. Get rid of this piece. And what's this one? Finally, the last one we have is a 1960 improper alloy. So if I give that a good slope, zoom it out. Yeah, that's a woody. Got some machine doubling going on up here at the top. But it's the color we want to look at here. There you go. Yeah, that's consistent with a woody. Woody nickels, they're out there. I don't think they're anywhere near as impressive as the woody pennies. A lot of buffaloes, you get them, and they got, strikes and streaks. Yeah, there it is. They're not quite as visual appealing in my experience, or in my opinion, as copper woodies. Okay, 1960. What's going on with that number? It's on the plastic. All right. Okay, there it is. A little bit of a woody. Ken, I want to be on that one. I will throw you some research notes. Well, we're gonna share a coin class. We could do that. Get into do a nickel show. Wow, there. Look, we did it. We get through all this stuff. Barrels of it. We got books. We got cross pennies. We got big pennies, little pennies, tokens, rolls. Lots of rolls to play with. A few oddities here and there. Yep, some old stuff, some new stuff. Yeah, it's beautiful. Now this stuff goes into the big show, right? We have this big show on, it's big, on Sundays, usually at 9 o'clock. Sometimes I sleep in and just the hell with it. We'll do it next week, okay? I'm just a regular guy. But people send in coins, as you can see, they send in plenty of coins, and they send in cash during the show, because not everybody has coins to put in. They like to pitch in and contribute. And it's a community-sponsored event. You people make it happen. All the people who watch make it happen by making donations. Now, the cash that comes in, we're going to take $20 out, and that's going to pay for holders and some other things that go in, plus the shipping and the PayPal fees. That way I don't go broke on the thing. And the cash we put in an equal amount in retail value of other coins. And usually we save up and get something pretty big, pretty impressive. Last week was what... that 1910 Barber Diamond AU. We get some pretty good stuff going into that big show sometimes. The whole idea is to put coins into people's hands that they may not think to buy or have access to or know about, and some of these things will be the centerpiece of their collection for a while. Uh, Lots of good stuff, but the big package gets big sometimes. People have been sending BU rolls, brilliant uncirculated rolls, so we're doing more of those, and I got to take them and get them set aside and get them prepped right, right? So we can get one of every darn date. 2009 looks to be a pretty popular one. Um, and we're putting together essentially a bigger and bigger set of brilliant uncirculated memorials with every package and every roll that comes in. It's working pretty good. Good Lord, there it is. I'll set that right here. Okay, I'll mess with that later. But one person wins the whole darn thing. It doesn't cost anything to enter. You don't have to make a donation. It's not dependent on donations, but donations will surely make the prize bigger. And we got folks that give every single week. Well, what if we had more people giving every single week, even if it's $5 or $10 at a time, or send in a package of coins so we could add the coins to the package, or books because we got the CFA's books we're going to put in the package for the next few weeks. I think we can make it happen. But it's been what 3 years for 3 years we've been doing this. We've given away what $30,000 worth of coins. That would not be an out of the ballpark range. A lot of coins have gone across this desk and through the big show. People like it. We talk about the coins and try to explain things while we're giving them away. Give them some history, give them a little coin information. We talk up other channels. People send their channel stickers, right? They send their coins in the holders, a lot of times with their channel sticker. Aha! So this one is there's Jeff, right? This is Jeff Stanley, Jeff Monticello Coin Blog. So look, if you have a blog, send in some coins with your channel logo or your blog. Oh, come back. Or your blog address. Geez, I can't think of a more cost-effective way to get the word out about what you're doing. I don't charge nothing for it. I make a couple of dollars on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. It's my thing. I just love giving away coins because I get to see all this stuff. Sometimes they send some different varieties. I get to record those that go into the database. But if you have a coin channel, right, and you want to get the word out for your coin channel, send in your channel sticker, right? And we'll talk you up. Here's Pour Me Metals. Look at this. Here's SJ's Mixed Adventures. Here's NJHH, New Jersey History Hunters. Digging Canuck. There's Liz. She got a show, let's see, Thursdays. And another one is Sunday mornings, like 10 o'clock in the morning. Silver Nitrate. Arr! Then there's Little Nitrate, Mama Nitrate, and all the other nitrates. Here's Middle Nitrate. Yep, good looking chick right there. Yes, sirree. Okay, here's Little Nitrate. See the bow tie? Okay, Value Hunter. Is that who that is? Yep, it's this way, dummy. Value Hunter. Oh, it's a tiger. Aha. Okay, GLHH, Cane Beeping, Dirt Pro, Dirt Nerd. Who's that one? Jeff Stanley, Coins and Octane. Is that right? No. Sorry, it's me, Brian. It's way down here, little letters. It's me, Brian. Okay, who's that one? Coin Card Hobbyist. Here's SJ again. Here's Doug Reese. Coins and Hobbies. We got a couple more up here if I can get to them. Aha, Cheapskate Coins. Yep, don't miss his auction on Monday nights at 6 o'clock Eastern. Coin Card Hobbyist again, the Grumpy Fish. You seen Grumpy Cat? This is Grumpy Fish. Yeah, and we'll put those, I try to keep one of everything. We put those channel stickers in the big show, and people get it, and they collect the darn things. They put it on a board behind them or some darn thing. What's this one? There's Paula. There you go. She fancies herself a mermaid. Uh-huh. And we got, oh, there's always stuff coming in. I guess, where are those pins? Art was going to send some more pins because he's got a new style coming out. They're behind here. Okay, I'm not going to find those pins. What's this? No, there's a bunch of dimes. Okay, let's set those aside. Here we go. Yeah, Art Ring was going to get a bunch more of these. He's got another design coming out. And he's going to put them on little cards. And they're hat pins or lapel pins. Here, I put them on my hat. Ta-da! There it is. Well, what a great way to promote what you're doing by helping us do what we're doing and giving away good stuff, giving away coins. Like I say, some channels give away stuff, pitch in. This is how they give it away. They send it to me and say, good. And 4 weeks we'll be adding their items into this big package. It's a great way to give, is what it is. And if you don't want to give, well, at least watch and maybe you'll win, and then you'll have something to give. Take me to the river and dunk me in the water. That's right, baby. Lady Spitfire says, I don't know. I got as far as making my flip with the lines and didn't have something to finish it. Just, sign your name or draw a pretty face or add a snowflake or, whatever. Where's mine? Mine's kind of simple. I don't require much. I'm not an artist, so Shay Hoffmaster did mine. Let's see if I got one here. Oh, here's one. This is what I usually have this is my normal flip. All right. Real simple. Sometimes I print them up. And Shay Hoffmaster designed this one. Ta-da! More than a million pennies project. It's not a sticker or nothing. It's got my email, got a coin, got my blog. And I put that into the coins when I, put together flips and stuff. Simple and easy. Just what have you got? Here's Jeff's. And he's got a bit of a logo. And on the back, he types up, the description for what the coin is. This is an American Samoa, Washington ATB quarter from a U.S. Mint change machine, 2020D. There it is. Bats. Wah! Yeah, huh? Smash the like button. That's right. Look, I've been going for 3 hours, a couple and a half. I got some pork I need to slice up. I've been promising to do that for days now, and I'm going to put a big chunk of it in the oven and slowly roast that. I got some potatoes to throw in there on top of it. Get that going. Besides, I'll be up all night anyway. Yep. So it's an auction? No, we give it away. Don't cost nothing. Now, if you want to make the giveaway bigger, you can send coins. Get a hold of me by email address. I'll get you my shipping address. If you want to send cash during the show, we'll have my PayPal address, and you can get there. You might be able to type in !PayPal right now. Let me see if that works. PayPal. That might work. And let's see. And it all goes into one big package, and we find a way to give it away. Sometimes we draw a number. Sometimes we guess a number. Sometimes we guess the date. Sometimes it's trivia. Different ways. You have to pay attention sometimes. Geez, you mean you got to watch the whole darn show to get all the clues to find out? Yes. Sometimes that's what has to be done. But you might learn something along the way. But you're not required to donate. YouTube rules say if you're going to have a chance to win, everybody needs to have a chance. It does not necessarily have to be an equal chance, but everybody has to have a chance. Well, the way we do it, it's an equal chance. If you have won before, the next week, only first-timers can win again. And if you do win, you can't win for another 3 months. That's the way that works. What's this? I don't remember this tube coming in. That's a different tube. Huh. All right, something more to look at, I suppose. PNC Floyd's here. But you got to be 18 years old. You got to be a U.S. citizen with a U.S. shipping address. Those aren't YouTube rules. Those are mine. Because I got to come up with my rules, so that's what I come up with. Works out pretty well. A lot of people have a lot of fun. We get, hundreds of views. It's the biggest thing on YouTube, really. Actually, it's one of the biggest things because shortly before I go on, CFA comes on at 7 o'clock Eastern time, and he does his thing on Sunday night. So, geez, if you're going to spend a Sunday night doing coins, start up at 6 o'clock with CFA, Coins for Amateurs, and you'll see what they're doing. They're probably going through a box of pennies or a box of nickels, and they have some giveaways. He's a fellow that wrote the book. Where's the book? Is that the book? Nope, that's the proof set. There we go. We'll give those away, but there it is. That's CFA's field guide. Look, if you're new to collecting, because this is Coins for Amateurs, it's a great way to get your feet wet and find out what else to look for. There, because it's a big rabbit hole, baby. This hobby will suck you in for the rest of your life. Poof, I'm out. Okay, lady. Yep, that's nighttime, everybody. Okay, guys, look, we had a lot of fun. Went through a lot of stuff. I'm going to take it easy. Get some dinner going, I suppose. Blues, you up next? Who's up next? Well, if you're going up next, just post a link over here in the chat. I'm going to take off, guys. Let's see. There's the button I got to leave with. We'll see you later now.